Dear students, we have you have already learnt about the classical theories, about the various theories you have learned: classical, neoclassical, postmodern. So today you would be learning about the emerging approaches to city development, and there are various approaches, from eco-cities to livable cities to green cities to resilient cities to low carbon cities to sustainable cities, smart cities, safe cities. So there are so many approaches. So one after another, let us understand what they are all about. We start with the eco-cities. An eco-city is an ideal habitat where nature and technology merge, human creativity and productivity reach a maximum level, residents' health and environmental quality are well protected, and energy, materials and information are efficiently used. There is another definition which says that eco-city is a city that provides an acceptable standard of living for its human occupants without depleting the ecosystems and biochemical cycles on which it depends. Now, eco-city concept, where did it come from and when did it start? So the eco-city concept, this eco-city approach, the roots of this concept was in the book of Ian McHugh, a landscape architect who in 1969 had written the book Design with Nature. So the concept of this eco-city was written by him, and it is basically an ecological planning approach. Richard Register introduced this term eco-city in 1987 in his book Eco-City Berkeley, Building Cities for a Healthy Future. What are the characteristics of the eco-city? So Yang had put 7 characteristics. The first is health and harmony, that is healthy human support system to provide consistent ecosystem services. Second is efficiency and vigor, that is environmentally friendly development modes and energy and materials used with maximum efficiency. Third is low carbon orientation, that is low carbon development for combating the challenge of climate change, aiming for higher resource productivity and developing new technologies. The fourth is sustaining prosperity, that is about shared prosperity, that is resources located in a spatially equitable manner, sustained for future generations. The fifth is about ecological civilization, that is about harmonious symbiosis between human with human, between human with nature, and between human and society. The sixth is about holism, that is integrating, that is a more holistic perspective, integrating multiple factors, that is, or aspects, that is social, economic and environmental. And the last, or the seventh, is regionality, that is optimal urban development mode based on regional conditions. Now, what are the principles of this system or this approach? So one can see that there are 4 principles or eco-city principles, and those are: one is healthy urban ecosystem, that is ensuring enough ecosystem services for human health and maintenance of services; urban ecological security, that is ensuring basic human demands for living and social order; then efficiency and vigor, ensuring efficiency in consumption of energy and materials and promoting vigorous economic productivity. Now, the next principle is about environmental capacity and sustainability, that is ensuring that development considers environmental capacity and the needs of future generations are met, are not compromised by the present generation's consumption patterns. Yokohama City in Japan is the second largest city after Tokyo in terms of population and nearly about 450 square kilometers of area and 3.7 million population. So Yokohama is a case, is a good case for this approach, and let us see what they have done in order to qualify to become an eco-city. The challenges of Yokohama was lack of green space and weak physical infrastructure. And what were their strategies? How did they overcome these challenges? So the strategies were, one was increased tree plantation and promotion of green rooftops. Second was they tried to combat pollution and carbon dioxide emissions. They had a Yokohama Green Valley initiative, and it aimed to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and tenfold increase in the use of renewable energy. They also introduced community bicycles, and as you can see from this picture, there are green tracks along roads which facilitate cyclability. Then they also had efforts to reduce waste. They introduced an award system for waste reduction by industries and commercial areas. And energy consumption also, they made efforts. For example, local production of energy for local consumption, promoting energy saving houses. They also had water recycling efforts. So managing resources, water treatment plants, water reclamation, disposal of treated water into rivers and oceans, sewage as a new energy source. Next we come to Stockholm in Sweden, and you can see the location of Stockholm here. Now Stockholm had a population of less than 1 million and area was nearly 200 square kilometer. It is the cultural, political, media and economic center of Sweden, and Stockholm had a plan which we call as, or a vision for the city, that is Vision 2030. And this Vision 2030, the basic principles of this was environmentally efficient transport, safe goods and buildings free of dangerous substances, sustainable energy use, sustainable land and water use, waste treatment with minimal environmental impacts, and a healthy indoor environment. Now we come to Yangzhou in China. You can see the location of Yangzhou. Yangzhou is located in Yangtze River Delta, Jiangsu Province, China, and it was awarded United Nations Habitat Prize for effectively protecting the ancient city and improving the city's environment. The population was about 4.4 million and area was nearly 7,000 square kilometers. Now what strategies had they put forth? So Yangzhou put forth the strategies of energy efficient buildings, of water efficiency, that is increasing or improving the industrial water recycling rate, then controlling of groundwater exploitation. Then they also looked into waste management, that is sewerage network was rebuilt and upgraded in the old urban area. Integrated processing system for industrial sludge was provided. Then they had a concept of circular economy, that is industries adopted the principle of reduce, reuse and recycle. So one industry's waste could be another industry's raw material. So that is the circular economy. Then all enterprises passed the clean production inspection